Here is an integrated learning model of English which presents lessons in one model of learning. You will learn all about hobbies are fun. Then, get to know how to talk about it into language practice. Integrated learning model. Having the lessons of English in one learning model. Hobbies are fun. What are inside? Through watching this video, you will have explanations which present about context of learning, learning map, language focus, and lesson in context. Pay attention to every explanation in this video. In speaking, you will have speaking lesson which practice a dialogue talking about hobbies are fun. In writing, you will have a lesson about a descriptive paragraph which explains on how to write a description of a thing. Then, you also learn the steps of writing about a descriptive paragraph. For listening, you will have few practices about hobbies are fun which are taken from Workbook Chapter 8. Let's get to know the context of learning which gives you the points to focus on learning. Here is a learning model which presents about hobbies are fun with concern about understanding how to use language focus on degree of comparison and giving opinion in describing hobbies as well as giving opinion. Then, students apply them for practices. Then, take more attention to a learning map which guides you target of learning. Here is a learning map that you should know. Speaking. Describing hobbies and giving opinions. Writing. Writing a descriptive paragraph about a thing. Listening. Comprehend the monologue about hobbies are fun. Here are objectives of learning about hobbies are fun. By the end of this lesson, students are supposed to be able to describe hobbies and give opinions. To write a descriptive paragraph about a thing. To comprehend the monologues of listening played in the audio. Then, here is a video overview of hobbies are fun. Let's have a watch the following video and get some points delivered. The advantages of having a hobby. Did you have any hobby? Having a hobby can be useful for a few reasons as the following. First, hobby is a creative activity. It challenges you to explore more ideas by making something new and innovative. These kinds of hobbies are building model, making jewelry, cooking, and other creative hobbies. Second, hobby is a kind of pleasure. Yes, that's true. Doing a hobby refreshes your mind after spending time studying at school. For example, drawing, dancing, swimming, and many more. You will get excited about doing these hobbies. Third, hobby is also useful for getting more knowledge. These kinds of hobbies are collecting stamps and traveling. You will learn about cultures and history from other countries. Fourth, hobby is used to get more friends. Yes, that's right. Some hobbies are done in a team, for example playing football and volleyball. You will meet new friends and do a hobby together. So, you need to have a hobby which makes you creative, fresh, innovative, and talented people. Those are the advantages of having a hobby. The language focus is about degree of comparison and giving opinion. Language focus. To learn hobbies are fun lessons, you have to know the language focus which learns about degree of comparison and giving opinion. The first is degree of comparison. What is degree of comparison? It is a pattern of sentence which compares two or more things in one sentence comparison. There are three kinds of comparisons in English. They are equal, comparative, and superlative comparison. Comparison degree is usually formed with to be and adjective. For example, swimming hobby is as exciting as painting hobby. Look. This is an equal comparison which compares two things at the same degree. Another example, making jewelry is nicer than collecting comics. This is a comparative degree which compares two different things with different quality. The second is giving opinion. What is giving opinion? It is a form of sentence that shows an opinion about things. It gives judgments, comments, and critiques to other people. For example, I think swimming hobby it is exciting to do. This sentence shows opinion that swimming is exciting. Let's get to know language focus in context of learning degree of comparison. Take a look at the following examples of degree of comparisons. 1. Building model hobby is as exciting as painting hobby. 2. Making jewelry is as wonderful as collecting key rings. 3. Playing chess hobby is harder than domino topples hobby. 4. Taking photos hobby is greater than collecting comics. 5. Jane's jewelry creation is the nicest of all. 6. Kevin's collection of key rings is the most of all friends. Now, language focus in context of learning about giving opinion. Take a look at the following examples of giving opinion. 1. I like swimming hobby very much because it's exciting to do. 2. Building model hobby is fun because it's quite challenging to do. 3. I think it's really fun collecting key rings. The red prints are the forms of giving opinions, such as it's exciting to do, it's quite challenging to do, and I think it's really fun collecting key rings. Speaking lesson. Having interactive dialogue with the speaker in the video. Here is an interactive dialogue between speaker and you talking about hobbies. You speak after the speaker. Listen and speak after the speaker. Hi friend, what is your hobby? You are right. Swimming is not only exciting but also healthy. How often do you have your hobby? By the way, do you have another hobby? Which do you like better, swimming or drawing? Unlike swimming and drawing, building model hobby is challenging to do because it's a way to put things together. Well, playing chess hobby is hard to do. You need to think hard to play it. One kind of hobby which takes much time is collecting key rings, but making jewelry is fun. Well, I think it's enough talking about hobbies. We learned many things today. Now, it's time for writing lesson. How to write a descriptive paragraph. Writing lesson. A descriptive paragraph. What is a descriptive paragraph? A descriptive paragraph is a type of paragraph which describes how a thing, person looks, and the characteristics along with the object. It tells people in details about object to describe, so people can get clear descriptions on that object. Then, let's learn about the features of descriptive paragraph. Here are features of descriptive paragraph. Take more attention to the following explanation. 1. It describes an object and its details. 2. It tells how characteristics of object along with it. 3. When writing, it uses descriptive words such as look, sound, seem, feel, and others. 4. The language focus is simple present tense which needs present verbs in writing paragraph. Here is an example of a descriptive paragraph. Building model hobby. Building model hobby is exciting to do for a few reasons like the following. First, putting together models sounds a lot of fun because you can connect parts one and another. Second, building model seems challenging to do because you have to put items in one shape. Third, you have to make sure every little is in the right place. Fourth, building model looks good when the parts are finished. It also feels bad when you lose a piece of part. In short, building model is a hobby which makes us fun and exciting to do it. Read this model of descriptive paragraph more to get better understanding. Listening practice. Take a look at your workbook and Do few exercises on page 85 and 91.
Unit 8. Hobbies are fun. Page 85. Exercise 1. Write words that rhyme on the lines. Then listen to check your answers. Hobbies.
It's exciting to have a hobby. Hobbies are lots of fun. You can take photos or build model planes. There are hobbies for everyone. Some people draw or paint.
Others watch stars at night.
You can make jewelry or sew your clothes.
Or even make your own kite.
It's fun to look for and swap cars or shells or rocks.
You never know what you will find. Some people fix old clocks.
Collections of marbles are good, but comic books are better.
Collecting stamps is always the best if you need to post a letter.
It's such fun to have a hobby. There's a perfect one for you. Try some interesting new ones, and you'll love your hobby too.
Page 91. Exercise 11. Listen. Complete the chart. Number 1.
Anita, do you have a hobby? Yes, I like making clothes for dolls. Is that harder to do than making normal clothes? Sometimes, because the clothes are smaller.
Number 2.
Wow, Luke, you have the biggest and best collection in our class.
Yes, I collect every kind of sports card there is.
Number 3.
Jane, what do you think of making kites as a hobby?
I think it's probably hard and a bit boring. That's why I like reading.
Number 4.
I'm the worst painter I know. Look at this.
Charlie, don't say that. I think you're doing well.
Number 5.
Do you like making jewellery, Linda?
Yes, I do. It's fun. And you can give the pieces you make as presents.